So that night, the entire world saw what the full military might the U.S. military is capable. They even talk about the discombobulator because they never got a shot off. The Russian equipment didn't work. The Chinese equipment didn't work. Last month, we proved this truth once again when some of our greatest soldiers, right here, to ever live, frankly, successfully captured the outlaw dictator of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, and brought him back to face American justice, where he's now, right now, waiting. And that was an amazing night. People saw that. They've never seen anything like it, you know. So that night, the entire world saw what the full military might the U.S. military is capable of. And that was an unbelievable operation, but that was a smaller operation. But it was so precise, so incredible. Nobody thought a thing like that could happen. They even talk about the discombobulator because they never got a shot off. The Russian equipment didn't work. The Chinese equipment didn't work. Everyone's trying to figure out why it didn't work. Someday you're going to find out. But it didn't work. It's nice when you can fly in and not get shot at.
I think it is clear that Beijing's objective is certain, and that is to coerce Taiwan into submission. What we also have to do is continue to stand with Taiwan. There is only one choice that is sufficient in my mind, and that is the United States has to be the big dog on the block to support our friends and allies like Taiwan around the world. I think it is clear that Beijing's objective is certain, and that is to coerce Taiwan into submission. One way or the other, may be with or without firing a shot. I wouldn't put anything past them, and I think we've got to be very careful there. I do think that to help accomplish this goal, China and the CCP employs, no doubt, we've talked about it today, a wide spectrum of non-military tools, economic retaliation against trading partners, coordinated propaganda and disinformation campaigns, diplomatic pressure, targeted coercion of multinational corporations, a lot of things that you guys have talked about today. When Taiwan refuses to conform to, and we've got to take note of it, these actions, though, are not isolated incidents. They're part of what I believe is an intentional strategy, how some of the diplomatic views of Taiwan have shifted over the years because of the pressure. You can look in the Western Hemisphere, and over the past decade, a number of countries have flipped their position on Taiwan because of the Belt and Road Initiative and what pressure China is putting on even countries in the Western Hemisphere to take their diplomatic positions. One of the greatest strengths of the United States is our economic diversity and our ability to recover economically, even if certain industries are encountering difficulties. One of the reasons for this is because our country has resilience just because of the sheer size. Taiwan doesn't have that size. How can we specifically help Taiwan build resiliency economically in those areas and others?
So we have seen instances in the past where the PRC puts a great deal of economic coercion both on Taiwan and on other partners. And the way that a partner generally withstands PRC pressure is to find alternative markets for its products. We can think about our ally Australia that put up with a great deal of PRC economic coercion over the course of years. And that diversification process was what allowed it to come through. Because Taiwan is geographically smaller and is smaller as an economy, as you say, doing that work ahead of time, we should be looking at European countries that have significantly stepped up their interest and stake in Taiwan issues in recent years as potential destinations.
Yeah, it's exactly what we need to be doing. It's a long-term project. It's not short-term. It takes dedicated policies to do that over a number of years, but we absolutely have to do that. What we also have to do is continue to stand with Taiwan, critical partner to us. This issue is not just about the Indo-Pacific region. It's not just about Taiwan. It's about the U.S. national security. It's about stability, security, prosperity in the Indo-Pacific region and around the world. And it's about, are we going to be a force on this world stage for good, or are we going to allow somebody like the CCP to dominate? There is only one choice that is sufficient in my mind, and that is the United States has to be the big dog on the block to support our friends and allies like Taiwan around the world.